What is up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the Lionheart Podcast. We saw Raw as of today. It's June 20th, and we saw the show today, and we're gonna give our review on it like we always do every Monday. So, and we're glad y'all here watching it. So, let's talk about the show. So this is the post-show after Money in the Bank. We did our review on Money in the Bank, so it's gonna be some stuff to talk about in this episode of the podcast. So let's go ahead and do it. Now, Raw started off with the new WWE champion Ambrose coming out. Like, he pretty much gave a little, he gave his little speech or whatever, and he was like, hard work paid. Well, I'm getting that mixed up with a backstage promo he did, but he pretty much came out, and he was talking about how he won his title and the fans was chanting "You deserve it" or whatever, and then Roman came out and the booze was crazy. Like, it seemed like the booze was way worse than yesterday. And then at one point, like he got booed so much. He kind of Roman. He's not really a face or a heel. He's like neutral. He's like right in the middle. Like at one point he was like, for the fans saying I can't wrestle, y'all could just shut up and drink your drinks or some shit like that. I'm like, damn.
He was just like, shut up and eat your popcorn.
He didn't say that, but
wow. I thought he said eat your popcorn.
Oh no, he was saying finish sipping your cups or some shit like that. But that was crazy. I'm like, damn. The way he said that, that sounded very heelish. I know that's not a word, but it sounded very heelish.
I said the same thing. Like Roman Reigns, he even said it. He's just like, I'm just a guy.
Okay, now I'm reading on his website. He's saying he said take a sip of take a sip of your beer and shut up. That's what he said. Take a sip of your beer and shut up. Yep. And the funny thing is, before he came out, I already saw a sign in the fans that said you can't wrestle. It was like the first sign, like you can't miss it. It was like right where the area the Brock Lesnar guy said that. I was like, dang, someone had a sign that said you can't wrestle. I'm like, they actually let that go through the arena. Wow,
that is crazy because I know that they be checking people when they come to the arena. Mm-hmm. Like if it's offensive, then they ain't gonna have that stuff up. First, they'll let that go through. That was pretty crazy. But yeah, guys, Roman Reigns like kind of is how he's gonna say he's neutral. Roman Reigns right now he's just like, I'm just a guy, and I'm kind of happy because now Roman Reigns can't really talk because he went from being like, I'm just gonna be the guy that beats Seth Rollins to the guy that actually got defeated by Seth Rollins, legit too. And I mean, really, so what do you think about the fact that? Roman Reigns said all that stuff, and then at the end of the day, Seth Rollins did it. He did it again. He beat him again.
I mean, I can't. And Seth, he beat him legit, man. I can't really say much about it. Seth beat him legit. He beat him legit.
I really do think that Seth has his number. I really do think.
Seth beat that man legit. Roman can't really say nothing, but, well, when the Seth came, let me see something. Hold up. Yeah, eventually it got to a point where Rollins came out while Roman Reigns was talking to Dean Ambrose. And hold on, let me see.
Roman asked the question. He was just like,
yeah.
He was just like, so Dean, tell me, how does it feel, to know that you cashed in and beat Seth Rollins last night? And Dean Ambrose just told him, he said, I would have did the same thing for you, man. And then that's when Roman Reigns started talking about a rematch. And that's what Seth Rollins wasn't standing for. All you heard,
oh yeah.
And he gave both of them pieces.
At one point, Roman was like, "Now you know how it feels, Seth. Now you know how it feels getting it cashed in on you." Because that Seth did the exact same thing to Roman Reigns at WrestleMania.
Because though it was so funny because Roman Reigns really couldn't say anything because Seth Rollins beat him. It was really a bad place for Roman because Roman can't be like, I'm gonna beat It odd show that Seth Rollins is gonna beat him, every time, man. And like really, Roman was just sitting there with this look on his face because he couldn't say anything. Because guess what? Last night I lost to Seth Rollins. That's all he can really say.
Yep.
That's all Roman.
And then eventually Shane came out. He was like, Reigns versus Rollins for the main event. Whoever wins faces Dean Ambrose at Battleground. And that was the main event of the show. We're going to get into that match at the end of the podcast. But let's get into the first match of the show. Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn. Man. This match was...
they went ahead.
Man, Kevin Owens.
That was like...
They got into a huge fight.
That was like Undertaker and Brock Lesnar all over again, man. That back and forth thing going on. Security.
Yeah, the funny thing is, like, the match was kind of quick. Like, Sami beat that man by a roll-up.
Mm-hmm. But like what happened afterwards, man, they had a huge brawl in the back. They were just brawling everywhere. and you had security there trying to break him up. It was just crazy.
Oh yeah. And then as soon as Sami Zayn won the match, Owens got a little pissed off. He just ran out. He just ran down to the ramp and just started beating him up, and they got into a huge fight. At one point, Kevin Owens was trying to powerbomb him off the stage. I wanted to see that. That would have been an injury, a possibility of Sami getting injured if that actually happened. But I knew it was going to happen because Sami, he can't get injured around this time of his career. But they got into a big ass brawl, and referees and stuff came out. They also got into a fight backstage. And I don't know if y'all saw Finley. Finley, he was holding back Sami Zayn. He literally took Sami Zayn off himself. Like just him, he took Sami Zayn off Kevin Owens. I'm like, damn, Finley, that man,
Huge, bro.
Yeah, it was a crazy brawl, and I'm a little anticipated for this feud. I feel like these two, they got some good in-ring chemistry, and like when two guys got good in-ring chemistry, they're gonna have a pretty good match. But they might have a match at Battleground. We'll just see. But all right. So let me see what happened
after
next.
that.
Yeah, go
Oh
ahead.
yeah, people power.
Oh yeah.
Bronchitis, people power. People power showed up. John Laurinaitis. He came, and of course, this is kind of like what happened with the the Undertaker. It is kind of what happened with that. Kind of pretty much. He was just appeared on the show to say he was going to run either SmackDown or Raw. Shane McMahon came out. He's like, what are you doing here? And John Laurinaitis was just like, man, we can just share the spotlight. We can share. Now, nowhere, my boys, bada bing, bada boom, who is the realest guys in the room came out. And they John Laurinaitis. I forgot what they
Oh
said, but
yeah.
it was funny.
So like when John Laurinaitis came out at one point, when like with Shane, he was like, John, what are you doing? We need someone that has this, that has that. And then Shane was like, I'm controlling SmackDown. And John, he ran over to the Raw side. He was like, Shane O'Mac hosts SmackDown, and John Laurinaitis hosts Raw again. And that was funny. That was actually kind of funny.
And then like it was funny because
it was pretty much the exact same thing. It was something similar to what Stephanie did to Teddy a few weeks ago. Pretty much.
very similar. But like when Enzo and Big Cass came out, it was funny because I didn't even notice that Enzo and Shane, man, they do kind of do the same movements when they when they run. You know how you know what I'm talking about, song.
Yep.
How when Enzo sprints out, and that was just funny how it went. Then like Enzo started looking at Shane's shoes, and Shane looked at Enzo's shoes. And then they did this little foot clap thing, and then Shane danced his way on into the back. It was pretty funny.
Yeah, who did?
Then that's when.
Oh yeah, I didn't really catch Enzo and Big Cass match. Who did they face?
My boys, bro, they faced the Vibe Villains,
Oh okay.
and
I'm assuming
they
Enzo
picked
and
up.
Cass won that match.
Yeah, they picked up that dub. They hit that. They hit the move called. Dang, was it? That move is like.
Bada
Oh, it's
boom, a
called.
bada boom.
Yeah, bada bing, bada boom, something like that. It's like bada boom or something. Yeah, bada bing, bada boom.
Yeah.
And then I mean, pretty much that's pretty much they were trying to say that it's setting them back up for in that title picture again.
Yeah.
So
I think
yeah.
eventually down the line, Enzo and Cass, they should become champions in the future, hopefully. But
Yeah, if the Vibe Villains, beat them to the titles, I just don't know what that would do for the tag team division. Because, even like you said before, they're kind of a boring team.
I mean, they're good in the
Like,
ring.
they're good in the ring.
I'm not gonna doubt
Yeah,
them.
they're good in the
But their
ring.
gimmick, like I've said this a lot of times, their gimmick is just ain't all that.
Yeah,
That's just my opinion.
yeah. And then up next, that's when AJ Styles
Yeah.
came out to explain, what happened last night with the club coming out and getting involved in the match. And so he was just like, it was kind of like a little joke, like a joke likely apology. He was just like, club, get out here and apologize to me. Get out here and apologize to me for, making me look bad, drubbing my name in the mud like this. And so they all
His
came out and
acting
said they
was
were
very
sorry.
good. Wink, wink. The sarcasm
hmm
in that though.
Yeah, very wink, wink. And then he was just like, no, now you need to apologize, to John Cena. Cena, get your fruity pebble looking self out here. Come on. So Cena came out and He walked up to the ramp, and he wasn't buying it. Of course, no one was really buying it, and
And
that
it
pretty
was so
much,
obvious. I mean, I said this on the
yeah,
podcast. I knew Cena was gonna come out. You man, you signed that contract, AJ versus John Cena, and you had the club come out. Yeah, I mean, I saw that coming. You know, you
yeah. Like
gave Cena an
even
excuse.
AJ said, he said you gave Cena an
Yep,
excuse.
and
He said I beat John Cena, but you gave him an excuse.
yep, an
I was like,
excuse.
what? I was like, I was dying, man. That was so funny.
Yep.
But I mean, that ended up like so. John Cena told AJ, he's like he said up there with winning AJ. He said, "There's your word and there's your balls." He said, "Last night you showed you had neither one of them."
Damn.
And that was kind of a. I was like, "Dang, Cena
I ain't
got
gonna lie.
AJ
I'll
again."
admit the match at Money Bank it was pretty decent, but I wish it didn't end like that. I ain't gonna lie. Like I really wanted to see AJ win legit. I think that it would have been a much better win if he did win legit. But having the club come out, I mean that just I mean he's doing that pretty much I guess because he's a heel or whatever, and I guess it's a part of him
Yeah, and
getting
like yeah.
playing those
After
games with
that, he
Cena.
said Cena. Yeah. After that, he was just like Cena. I put my word on the line one more time. He said you get to choose anybody of the club except me. And Cena, he chose first. He chose AJ, but he was just like, "You didn't let me finish. I meant not me." So then after that, AJ chose for him. He chose Carl, and they made Carl Anderson look like they made that man look weak against Cena. They literally, Carl, he had no offense.
Oh yeah,
Not
Cena,
one.
Cena. That was a jail beating. Yeah, Carl got raped by John Cena.
And look, John Cena wasn't even paying attention to the man. He was mostly because he was waiting for the club to come back out.
Yep.
Cena was just sitting there waiting. So Cena, as soon as Cena was just like, okay, maybe AJ, maybe AJ was gonna keep his word. Cena hit the five knuckle shuffle, then he hit the AA. He pinned him, and then I know when the club came out, ding ding ding, bell rang, and that's
Yep.
when AJ
Cena won
Styles he
by
starts
DQ.
Magic Killer. I said the Magic Killer, hit the Magic Killer. Come on, Carl. Yeah. And then they hit the Magic Killer. Then he said, pick him up. I said, pick him up. And then he hit what is it called? AJ hit
The Styles, yeah, the
hmm,
Styles Clash. Yeah.
yeah, the Styles
Yeah.
Clash. And I mean, pretty much that was it for that. And I'm pretty sure, next week we just gonna see Cena come out. You have no balls.
Yep, probably something
They'll
similar
pretty much.
next week. And Cena might
Yep.
face Luke Gallows this time. It might happen next week.
But it's pretty. I'm pretty sure that they're either like I'm pretty sure either Cena's gonna make a team for Battleground to fight the club, or it's just gonna be Cena
Now,
versus AJ
I heard a
Styles
rumor
again.
that Randy Orton might come back and help John Cena. I don't know if it's confirmed or
Ooh,
not, but it's been a rumor going around saying Randy Orton might come back and team up with Cena against the club.
that's a good prediction. That's a really good prediction.
Yeah. But
See,
let's talk about this make Darren Young straight again. Man, this whole
uh, uh,
promo.
uh,
What was funny, but this whole thing with Bob Backlund and Darren Young, I don't. Darren Young, I think they trying to give him a new gimmick or something. I don't know what it's gonna be, but I'm getting the feeling that it's gonna be way worse than what he was before. Like I think he's gonna be a jobber. I'm sorry, I think he's gonna be a jobber if he come back with a brand new gimmick. If I hope it's not no All American type gimmick. I hope it's not because I don't think it's gonna go nowhere. Bob Backlund as his manager, I think it's gonna make Darren Young just sink like completely. I think
I
he should
mean,
have just stuck
I
to what he
saw
was
Darren
before.
Young, Darren Young's fan base,
But I'll
and of
admit,
course,
hold that, my bad, Drake. But I'll admit, Darren Young, that little thing he had with Bob Backlund today, it was actually pretty funny. Like he started jogging and stuff or whatever. Bob was like, go, go. He was just jogging. It was kind of funny. That was actually kind of funny.
100 knee ups, 100 knee ups now.
Yeah,
After
somebody
that,
got cut off
we
mic.
had a squash match, Baron Corbin, but versus Zack Ryder,
Oh yeah, that was
and
oh yeah, that was
this
a
was
squash match. Oh yeah, that was a squash match. Like Zach, they did like when Zach had to have these matches against these guys. They make Zach. He does a few moves. He starts to get the upper hand for 1 second. That's like his only shine in the match. But at the end, he get his ass kicked. I think
yeah, he hits
didn't he win
one
against
drop
Baron
kick,
Corbin?
one
Didn't he
elbow,
win against Baron
and
Corbin a few weeks ago? And the same exact thing happened. He got his ass kicked.
well, I remember it happened with Sheamus a few weeks ago.
Oh yeah.
He got like a couple of punches in, and I know because you remember Apollo had threw like Sheamus into some boxers,
Yeah.
and Zack
Oh
Ryder was
yeah.
like
I
laughing
think
at.
he punched him in his
Yeah,
face.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So like Zack Ryder had like got one drop kick and one elbow, and Sheamus kicked out. Zack Ryder was setting up for that Rough Rider. He ran right into a bro kick too. Yep. Just like that.
Yeah, that's crazy. But
So pretty much this was like this actually the way this match ended, it was actually kind of cool because like Zack Ryder had Irish whipped Baron Corbin into the corner. He had like slid under the ropes, came back. Zack Ryder wasn't playing attention. That man hit a monster clothesline.
oh yeah,
Then picked him up right into the end of the days. I was like, dang man, that Baron Corbin, he don't play when it comes to them clotheslines.
oh yeah. But let's get into the Divas match. Well, wait, first off, I think this happened after. No, I'm pretty sure this happened before the Divas match when what's her name, Becky Lynch was getting interviewed by the backstage. I don't know, I forgot the lady name.
Renee.
It was Renee because I know they had different people. I knew it wasn't JoJo.
It was
It was
Renee.
Renee. Okay, but
Renee was just like, how do you feel knowing that Natalia turned because you got to think about it, man. Becky Lynch, this is not the first time a friend has turned their back on her.
oh yeah, first didn't it happen with Charlotte?
This happened with Paige, Charlotte, now Natalia.
Yeah. But she was all, she was pretty much saying that she's not finna let nobody bring her down. She's taking she's taking all the knives out of her back. She's pretty much saying she's not finna let nobody stab her in her back anymore. She finna, she finna go hard this time pretty much. And after that, Natalia came out of nowhere and just stole off her. And Natalia was like, for years I've been helping you out or something. Now it's time to worry about me. So
High too, smoking that Kush.
Natalia, I'm pretty sure she's pretty much a heel now, but she hasn't been heel in years. Now I don't know how her heel turn now is going to be
Like
compared to how she was then.
last time she was
That was
heel,
like
she was champion.
yeah, last
remember?
time she was heel, that was back in like 2010, 2009.
Yeah, Tyson Kidd was way healthier around that
Yeah,
time.
he had the little haircut, the little thing on his head.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. And for the women's titles match, we had Paige versus Charlotte. First off, Paige looked fine as fuck. I'm gonna just say that right now. Paige is fine as fuck. I don't care what nobody say. But anyway, Charlotte looked good too. She had a match against Charlotte and Paige had a match for the title. And what happened in this match? I forgot. Oh damn.
Like it was a really good match.
I know
it
it ended with Charlotte hitting a natural selection on Paige. That's how it ended.
Yeah,
Charlotte
but
retained.
Dana Brooke, she got involved.
Yeah.
Like she played a huge part. She got involved, and Paige, it was like a 2-on-1. Paige tried her best to fight him off, and she just couldn't. And Charlotte hit the
She hit the
Charlotte,
rampage. Yeah.
hit
Yeah, I can't remember that part. Yeah.
I mean, it was it. That was it.
She could have
man.
won, but then Charlotte put Dana Brooke put Charlotte's foot on the bottom rope. I thought that was a botch because I think she tried to put it on the top rope. Because after Dana Brooke, after the referee saw Charlotte's foot on the bottom rope, Charlotte she moved her foot by herself and put it on the top rope, and the ref was like, "Hey, her foot is on the rope. Her foot is on the rope." And, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But either way,
So,
Charlotte won. She hit the natural selection. First it was a big boot, then she hit the natural selection. Yeah, I like that move. By the
But
way.
then, I think that the finest diva in the world, woman in the world, man, she returned.
Sasha Banks.
Bro.
Oh yeah,
Woo!
one of my favorites. Oh
Woo,
yeah, she's
she
fine as
looked
hell.
nice. She looked nice, man. She came out. She helped Paige. Paige helped her out because, man, Dana Brooke ran into an elbow from her, like a forearm. Like she ran right, and Dana Brooke, she just went out.
Oh yeah,
Like,
that's
she was
right.
just
Yeah,
knocked out.
she helped Becky. She helped Paige. Yeah, Sasha came
And then,
out.
at the
Sasha she
end,
stole off
she
them.
was, yeah, she's just like, this title is gonna look good on me, Charlotte. And then she just held the title up, and Paige held her hand up like they were best friends or something. That's pretty much how it, went.
Yep.
Let's see. After that, Roman Reigns. After that, this is where JoJo came in. So JoJo, questioned Roman Reigns. How do you feel last night, knowing that you lost after all of what you said, you lost to Seth Rollins legitly. And pretty much Roman Reigns, he didn't have an answer. He really did not answer the question.
I think I missed
Why
that
did I
part.
get my tail beat? Yeah. Roman Reigns, he was just sitting there. He truly he did it looked like he did not know how to answer the question. He was just like, I'm just the guy that's gonna beat Seth Rollins tonight. Yep, yeah, that's pretty much all.
Roman,
I have
oh
to do.
man, Roman need to put some more attitude in his fucking promos, man. We'll have Vince. I
I,
remember. I know Vince. I heard Vince write his promos. Like Vince, he's like, he always say, "I'm looking for ruthless aggression or attitude." I mean, he need. That's what Roman need. He needs some ruthless aggression. He need to add. He hit as far as his in ring talent, ruthless aggression and attitude. Oh yeah, I see it in the ring, but like promo related, he need to step it up, man, because it's just
yeah, it's
so
just
dull.
you just sitting there. Yeah, for real.
It's
Like,
dull.
he just plain out said it. That was the only question he had, and that was his answer. Like, it wasn't even really a good answer, but it was just like, I'm just the guy that's gonna be Seth Rollins tonight.
Yep.
Yep.
and,
Thank you, JoJo.
and after this, we had the return of the Wyatt family. The Wyatts finally returned. Oh man. And their face, I think their face now, like they was like, yeah, as soon as Bray Wyatt picked up the mic, you miss me, the crowd, went crazy and stuff.
Like, New Day came out and they were just like, Bray Wyatt, you need to get happy. You know, you bring negativity every time you go somewhere. And then, like, that's when, like, they started to chant New Day rocks and Bray Wyatt started to
Keep it going,
chant New
Dragon.
Day
Keep it going.
fall. He was just like New Day falls. New Day falls. So I'm guessing that this might turn into a match at Battleground with the New Day positivity, and I guess they're trying to make the Wyatt family the negativity. And what happens when positive and negative, clash? I don't know, but hopefully we find out at Battleground. Now after this, we have Rusev and Titus O'Neil. They had a little rematch. Well, it wasn't really a match. It was more of it was more of just revenge, pretty much. Like, last night, Titus O'Neil, he had his kids at ringside, and Titus O'Neil, he put up a fight, but he just came up short, and he tapped out to the accolade. And Rusev went over to his kids after he won. He was just like, you see that? That's your father. Your father is a loser. Happy. He's a happy. He was just like, happy. Father's Day, and he just walked out, just ended everything like that. So it kind of makes you think: are they gonna have another match at the next pay per view? In my opinion, I don't think they should. It, like, it was good to give Tyson that match then, but pretty much all the way all this ended was Titus O'Neil. He was just like, he was in an interview, like, with Renee. And he was just like, Renee, I'm gonna stop you there, because she was like, how do you feel knowing that Rusev talked about, to your kids like that last? And he was just like, Renee, I'm gonna stop you right there. I don't stand for people messing with my family. He just like screaming. He got mad, and all you heard was Rusev. Rusev came out. The Titus music, it hit, and he came out, and he was just like, he wasn't joking.
All right,
He got
I'm
in the
back.
ring.
So where we at, Dragon?
He
Yeah, Titus and Rusev.
uh
All
yeah,
right.
he got in the ring, and that man went ham on Rusev. The match didn't even start. That man, he threw Rusev out the ring. They fought into the crowd, and then that's when Rusev just started running.
Oh yeah.
Titus O'Neil got in
Titus.
the ring.
Oh yeah. That
His
backstage
kid,
promo though. That man. What's my kids? Oh yeah. That man got
oh
mad.
yeah, yeah. That's what I just said too. I say that man started
You mentioned the
screaming.
part
He's
when
like, "No one messing with my family." I was like,
you
"Good."
mentioned the part in the
I was like,
when New Day came. Well, not New Day. When New Day came out, Bray was like New Day Falls, and they started clapping in the background.
I said
Oh,
that
okay,
already.
that's good. That part was funny. That was funny. I had to make
Yeah,
sure.
he
Yeah.
was like,
But
yeah.
also you finished with the Rusev and Titus match, or we still have some?
Yep. So that sets up for, oh yeah, where our Intercontinental Champion has been for weeks. Apparently, a Marine 5 battleground is about to be put out. So I guess earlier that day on Facebook, Miz and his wife, they had made a little video. They were just like, if y'all have been wondering where your Intercontinental Champion has been for the past couple of weeks, I've been making the movie Marine 5 Battleground, and it's going to be awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And he was just like, on this set, he said, we see everybody as family. No one is better, less than anyone else. And then that's when somebody brought him something, and he didn't
So
like
you're
it.
fired.
Yeah, yeah, Marie, she was like, you're fired. And then he was just like, he was just like, maybe you don't understand. He said, because I need that protein. He said, do you see you? He said, do you see me? He said, there's two different things. Right now, he was just explaining that. And then that's when Maurice was just like, "You're fired." And then he was just like, "Yeah." He's like, "We're all a big happy family." And he looked back at everyone. He was just like, "Get back to work." He just screamed it.
Dang.
Everyone
Yeah,
was
that's
like,
just
"Man, who
Mills.
the hell
I
think you
said
talking
Mill.
to
That's
like that?"
just Miz still, playing his character, even though he, not, physically at the, wrestling, he's still, doing his job or whatever. Being that heel, and Maurice
I
look
was
good too. Maurice look good.
I was laughing at that. I was laughing at that ball. It was like a ball guy. He was looking like, "Man, who the hell you think you talking to?" I was like, that, I was he had this look on his face.
Oh wow.
It was so funny, man. But so after that little promo cut by Miz, you had Shane. Like Shane walks into his office, and Chris Jericho was standing there waiting on him. And they said, "If you want to pick it up from here, you
All
can."
right,
Because
man,
you know what?
Jericho, man, that man, his expression was crazy. He like a little kid that, that lost his cookies or something. That man, his face expression was just, oh man.
I wanted to win the Money in the Bank last night.
Yeah, yeah. Jericho,
You're gonna have this.
Jericho said he's praying to get drafted to another show because he rather work for Stephanie than Shane, and he was pretty.
He said, "I'd rather work for 10 Stephanies
Yep, yep.
than one Shane McMahon." I was like, wow.
Oh man, so Jericho
Funny.
pretty much was dissatisfied with the way things was going. So that's why he kept saying, "I'd rather be on a different show than work under you, Shane." I get he's pretty much blaming Shane for all that's happened to him. I guess.
Yeah, Shane just simply explained. Shane was just like, "I'm gonna run both shows," which I don't see how that's gonna work. Knowing that I don't know. Yeah. So, do you think things would be better with two different
I think
people,
he will.
like over two different?
Some
Oh, so you think Shane McMahon's gonna run
No, no,
both
no, no, no,
shows?
no, no, no. It's like you said. Things would be better with two different people. I was agreeing with that. Like it sounded like you was saying,
Oh, yeah, yeah, that's what I'm
yeah, yeah,
saying.
like with two different people. Like it's better with two different people,
Yeah,
not just one person. Yeah,
I really do think it's gonna be better. 'Cause I think it's just gonna cause more of a story.
yeah,
Yeah, more, something to watch, more entertainment.
yep. But let's get into the
But
main event: Seth Rollins versus Roman Reigns. Whoever wins this match face Dean Ambrose at Battleground. And this match was
and
good. Good.
this match was good. It had a good start, and it was kind of
Yeah.
predictable. Like no Joe, it was pretty predictable what was gonna happen. Like I had called this too. I said it's gonna be a triple threat match at Battleground. I said that during the podcast last night, and of course it came true because it was very predictable. But it was a good match overall. It was a really good match, a lot of good movement. Like I really, for a second, I thought there was gonna be a real winner, and then I was just like, no, so I'm sticking to what I said last night. And of course it came true. And so you want to add up the results?
Eventually they both ended up out the ring. The match is pretty much similar to the Money in the Bank match. Seth, what's his name? Roman tried to go for the spear, but then Seth kicked him in the stomach. And at some point, Roman Superman punched him a few times. I think it was just once or twice. He gave him that Superman punch. It might have been just once. I'm not sure. But anyway, let me get to the end. It ended up with two of them out the ring, and Roman he speared Seth over the table, and the referee was counting or whatever. And at one point, Roman was gonna go for a power bump through the table, but then Seth avoided it. And then they both were just down. And after that, the referee got I don't know where the referee got the 9, then 10, and that was it. And it was a draw. But then Shane came out. He was
Yeah.
like,
And
no, no,
here comes the money.
yeah.
Here we go. Hell no, we gonna get a rematch, here, nigga. Here comes the money. I'm joking.
He was,
But
he was like, we're not gonna end it like that. And then Dean was like, oh no, 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 this is how it's gonna happen. I'll face two of them. So he pretty much was saying that at Battleground, he can face Roman and Seth. And then Shane announced that at Battleground, it's gonna be a triple threat match between Seth, Roman, and Dean for the title. And then at the end, like when Ambrose I think he turned his back and Roman turned him around. I think he didn't like how he turned around. I don't know. Roman just turned him around for some reason.
yeah, oh yeah, Roman grabbed him. He turned him around, and then out of nowhere, just real quick, a dirty
Yep.
deeds.
And then as soon as Dean left, Roman, I think Seth tried to pick Roman up at Pentagram, but then Dean came back in the ring and he just dirty these Seth Rollins, and that was the end of Raw.
Dean Ambrose stands tall.
Yep.
Man, I'm so happy because I don't know why I just had a feeling. I knew that this year for Money in the Bank it was gonna be Dean Ambrose this year. I knew it, and I'm glad he finally got
Yeah,
his
I'm
chance
proud for
and he
Dean.
finally got his opportunity.
But
So, hey, so what would you rate the show?
it was pretty decent. I gave it a 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10.
8.5 out of 10
Mm, not bad.
from yours truly.
But
It was really good.
yep.
It was,
Well, we're gonna close.
like usually they screw up with how they have new champions on Raw. They kind of screw it up.
Oh yeah.
Like when Roman Reigns became champion, that next night they screwed it up. They pretty screwed it up pretty bad.
Oh yeah.
But with Dean, they actually did a good job. With him, his first Raw as being champion.
Yeah, I think Dean's gonna be a really good champion. And after what happened when he said he'll face both of them, that shows you that he's a fighting champion. So, yep.
Mm-hmm.
And that was Raw, guys. Thank y'all for watching this podcast. Make sure you leave a like and subscribe. Stay tuned for the next episode. And
Peace.